lucky enough to be joined by American judo royalty, Kayla Harrison, stepping into the octagon for the second time here at UFC 307. Thank you for the time. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
My pleasure. We've seen you on some big stages throughout your martial arts career. So the first thing I was wondering is, how did it feel joining the UFC?
Dream come true. When I started MMA, the goal was always to be the best. And I believe that the UFC is the best organization in the world. I believe it's the Olympics of MMA. So it was a long journey to get there. There were a lot of ups and downs, a lot of uncertainty at times that I would ever make it. But once I signed that contract and had the opportunity to compete in the octagon, it was amazing.
When did the dream shift from the judo success and the domination you were having there in that global scale to broadening the horizons towards MMA?
Probably after the 2016 games, I knew that I was done with judo. I felt like I had accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. I went through a little like post-Olympic depression, and I just felt like I still had something athletically left in the tank. I still felt a fire to compete, just not in judo. And I saw a pathway and I saw a roadmap. And I went to my first class, my first striking class, and just absolutely fell in love with it.
So you're in love with MMA, but I gotta believe that there's just like this first love romance still when you look back on judo. Is that how it is?
No, for sure. I always say that judo was my first love, but MMA is my true love, like it's a mature love, it's a well-rounded love. So I have, you know, nothing but gratitude in my heart for judo and everything that I wouldn't be where I am if I had never stepped on a judo mat. The places I've been, the people I've met, the things I've done, the person I've become, I owe a lot to judo and to my judo coaches, Jimmy and Big Jim. And I'm so grateful for, yeah, just the journey that it's led me down. I'm living the dream.
Were you ever hesitant to think that you would fall in love with MMA? Was there like a dipping the toe period?
I mean, yeah, I publicly talked shit about MMA at the 2016 Olympics. I was in a press conference and I said, it's not for me. I'll never do it. It's just like, you know, it's not a sport, it's entertainment. And so I had to eat my words quite a bit. I did not think that I was a very pleasant surprise when I found MMA and found American Top Team, found my people, like found my groove.
And we saw it early on in the PFL days. You were there, you were boisterous, promoting yourself. You were confident that you were going to prove what you've done and show us that you're one of the best in the world. Was it a natural self-confidence? Was it the training? What was it exactly like second, third fight that gave you that confidence to get on the mic and tell us that message?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just an inner confidence. I've spent years training, I've spent years visualizing, I've spent years setting goals and working hard to achieve them. I know my work ethic is second to none. I know my team is second to none. I believe in my abilities. I have faith, and ultimately I just do the best I can. I go out there and do the best I can, and I kind of leave the rest in God's hands. And for me, that's fulfillment. Obviously I want to be UFC champion. Obviously I want to leave behind a legacy, but using the gifts that God gave me to my fullest and um, just every day living my life out loud is the greatest way I can live my life, in my opinion.
And you're living great. We see these big leaps and bounds that you're taking. We've seen you on these big stages. Again, I want to bring that up because it's like the greatest fight card ever, UFC 300, and you debuted there. I don't know if there's octagon jitters, but like, what was that moment like for you debuting in a new promotion on such a star-studded card?
I mean, it was an honor. I felt like um, I signed that contract on a leap of faith. I believed that I was who I said I was, but it's a different world. It's a different promotion, different girls, a step up. And Spotlight for sure. The biggest card they've ever had, 10 former champions, like star studded. And I was very grateful for the opportunity. I felt like the UFC was taking a chance on me. They gave me an amazing opponent, Holly Holm, former champion, top five for years, a legend in our sport. Um, and it was just a great week. I don't know if I felt jitters. I just felt the high. I felt the electricity. I felt the atmosphere. I felt the energy from the fans. And I was able to stay really present and really calm and um, just enjoy every moment.
But we look at the challenge that's ahead of you. Ketlen Vieira, not a lot of people have brought her up in this equation. Uh, what do you think about her skills and this matchup?
I think Caitlin's a very good fighter. I think she's well rounded. She's got a black belt in jujitsu, black belt in judo. Her striking is very good. Um, Strong, big girl, good record. I just think that now's my time. I believe that I'm the best in the world on any given day. And when you believe that, nothing can stop you.
We know you have that confidence, that belief. Looking at the matchup still, though, does this feel like a more challenging matchup than Holly was?
We won't know till we get in there. I think like stylistically, Holly was probably the hardest matchup in the division for me, just because, she's known for her footwork, she's known for her striking, she's known for getting in and getting out, making people look bad, So we'll see. I mean, I think that again, it's my time. I'm better everywhere. I'm going to go out there, three hard rounds, 5 minutes at a time, one round at a time, one exchange at a time, one breath at a time, 1 minute at a time, and still my will and show the world why I'm the uncrowned queen.
You bring it up a moment ago, the uncrowned queen. Are you surprised to not be in a fight that was for a crown coming off of the debut?
Um, I mean, yes and no. My heart, hurts a little bit because I am an impatient person and I just want to get to where I want to get to right now. I have a long list of things that I want to accomplish in the UFC. So I'm ready. Let's go. But at the same time, I trust UFC. I trust their plan. I believe in their vision. And I'm happy to go out and smash another skull, collect another check, and then come for that title.
Kayla Harrison, we look forward to seeing you in action at UFC 307. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you. My pleasure. Have a good day.